Okay, guys, we are about to get rolling here. Thank you for joining us for this special edition, something that we kind of planned at the last minute. And wanted to check and make sure that there was no one else on YouTube streaming today. Because generally speaking, this is when Bob K6UDA will stream. A lot of the times, he started a daytime stream a couple of weeks ago, like I have on Wednesdays. And for whatever reason, that doesn't look like it's working. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, so we'll go over here, and we're going to go live right there.
Oh, are we now?
We are live now. Yep, we are live.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. We are live now. And we're going to see if the Restream chat cooperates with us today. So, good afternoon, 2 minutes past noon in Texas. This is Ham Radio 2.0.
And, we're in Texas.
Frank's in the chat. He says, we can't see you. I know, Frank. That's because I was on the intro screen. He's done this before. Frank's usually sitting right there. So, but yeah, so.
Oh, you caught me scratching.
Yeah. So, what's up, Bob?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Oh, great.
Good. You guys let us know how our audio is. I can adjust it accordingly.
It's good to be out of the People's Republic of New York.
Yeah, there you go. Good. It's good to be in Texas, right?
Yep.
Good. So we're going to do field day. We're going to leave tonight or tomorrow sometime. And
I thought we were leaving today.
we were going to leave today, and with all this running around you want to do for food, and the fact that no one else, I thought Jake was going to go out tonight, and he's not going to end up going at all, so I thought we might leave first thing, because I still got to load up the truck. I got to get all my antennas loaded in the truck, and my camera equipment and everything else.
So we're going to load up the truck and move to Beverly.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah. Okay, there's some chats pouring in there. Great audio, a little bit low. We can turn that up. You know, sometimes Streamlabs is a little bit weird because it'll show, like I won't adjust anything, and I'll do a stream and it'll be fine. Then I'll start it the next day, and the audio will be different in Streamlabs, but I haven't adjusted anything on my sound mixer. But so thank God for sound mixers.
I know it's very fancy over there.
Yeah,
a lot of fancy stuff here.
A lot of fancy stuff. So okay, we've got Frank's in the chat. Philip W0RHP's in the chat. Let's see, we've got KE0OUR from Ohio. Jake Stex, John Wilson. There's Menno in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Menno. Appreciate that.
I should have brought a computer out here so I could chat also.
Oh yeah, you should have. I didn't think about it. Yeah. Oh well, next time.
Or the P12 tablet.
I thought you had that.
It's out in the.
It's out there. Okay. Well, that's fine. You can get. I can
probably get it on here.
You can get it on there. Yeah, sure you can. Is this mine? No. Where is mine? Mine's over here. Okay. It's a little bit confusing at the house having two B1s because I keep picking up his phone thinking it's mine. It's like, that's not my phone. Where's my phone?
Which one is? Yours is way more used than mine.
Oh yeah. I use the heck out of mine. So. Greetings from everyone. So, okay, so Danny, KI5EXY in the chat's asking about his recently purchased B1. Definitely find him on Messenger for troubleshooting. He can get you
Any questions, just get me on Messenger,
right.
And I'll be glad to help you out. It's not a problem.
T-Mobile, okay, well, you said T-Mobile. Okay, somebody emailed me last week with a Verizon issue with the B1, and Verizon will tell you that the B1 doesn't work on their network, and Verizon is wrong. They don't even know what devices work on their own freaking network. So, because I used my device, I used this exact phone on Verizon network for 2 months when I first got it. It's on AT&T now, but I've had it on Verizon, I've had it on Mint Mobile, and I've had it on AT&T. So it works across all platforms. Don't go to the carrier for troubleshooting because it is a specialty custom ROM. It is a specialty device. People don't even know what it is yet. Use whatever you need to over there.
Yeah, stand it up.
Just, is it muted?
Yeah, it's muted.
Okay, good.
Muted
Yeah, you don't want feedback getting in there. So
no.
Frank's in there. KG5HJ. So, yeah, but, yeah, Danny, yeah, hit Bob up on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. He'll chat with you one-on-one, and he'll probably do it this afternoon when we get off of the stream. And, oh, yeah, Steven, KG5OKB in the chat. Steven Easley is the name in the chat. He has a B1 that he purchased through my website, actually, a couple months ago, and he got it 2 or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, and he has it on Verizon. So and I know he's working.
Yeah, the trick is, like, it's better to beg forgiveness than to ask permission.
Right.
Right. So what you do is you take a working Verizon SIM and stick it in the B1, and then take your other phone over to Verizon and ask them for another SIM, and then when you get out of the store, you just swap them.
Ah, okay.
It works perfectly. Or
okay.
Just take another device that you know will work with Verizon.
Right.
Get the SIM, or just ask them for a SIM.
Yeah.
And then
just ask them for a
just
SIM.
don't even ask questions.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they don't know what they're doing.
Because I took my SIM out of my. I took the SIM out of my Samsung Galaxy S9, which was actually a nano SIM. And I took it to Verizon and said, I need a micro SIM because I've got another device that I've ordered and I don't have yet. And they said, okay. And then I took that SIM, and that's how I activated it.
Yeah, we're actually ordering 1,000 SIM masks from.
Oh, okay.
That we're going to start shipping with them now.
Shipping with the B1.
With the B1.
Okay.
So they're
it'll
pretty cheap. We got them for like 7 cents in China. So
oh wow.
Like, yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah, well, that's where all the SIM cards are made in China anyway.
Exactly. So we're just going to stick one in every box and have a nice day. And this way, if anybody has a problem, they can just change the size.
So if they have a nano SIM, it'll fit in the mask. And if they have a larger SIM than because the B1 takes a micro SIM. If they have a larger SIM than the micro SIM, then they can just cut it down.
They can. They can.
You can buy stamped SIM cutter.
That's true.
It looks like a stapler. It looks like a stapler, and you put it in there, and it cuts it down from a full size SIM to a micro SIM or a nano SIM, and you can do that yourself. You can also take your SIM into the carrier and say, I need this cut down to a micro SIM, please. And don't tell them what it's for. I mean, if they ask what it's for, I got a custom thing at home. Okay. You know, they don't really care. If you're paying them a monthly fee, they don't really care what you put it in.
In the end.
In the end. Even if they
Verizon's tough because they want you to they want you to lease a device from them.
Oh.
So they check the IME and like, oh, that's not one of our
right.
not one of ours.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, Verizon will tell you the IMEI will not work on their network,
but it's baloney.
But they are wrong about that. So yeah, good deal. But okay. Does it Joe, that's a username. Jot Tunish, however you say that. Does it work on Google Fi?
If you use an activated SIM.
If you use a pre-activated SIM, there's
an issue, a well-known issue actually on Google Fi, that their Google Fi app doesn't run on a lot of devices, and until they fix the Google Fi app, you have to take the Google Fi SIM, activate another device, and then stick it in the RFinder. It'll work fine.
Okay. Yep. All right. So good. Then need more. Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk into the microphone. Is that better?
That's it. You see the indicator right there? You want it to be kind of in the yellow.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Okay, that's where you want to be. So, okay, I can adjust. Yeah, you guys let us know how the audio changed, because I tend to talk loud into the mic. I tend to enunciate into the mic. And
well, you got to enunciate.
You're doing what Frank does. He'll be like, oh, yeah, so we've got...
in the chat today...
So, yeah, Jimmy Russ says, talking in the microphone, Bob.
All right, fine. I'll eat it.
Bob's not a live streamer, so yeah, just don't make sure it goes into the red, because you can go overdriven if it goes.
All right, okay.
So, yeah, that's the indicator you look. Thanks for letting us know, but yeah, I do want to make sure the audio is good and onto YouTube, guys. Thanks for that. So, also, youth special event station stream on temporary offline. Oh, yeah, let me go find that real quick, and I'll share that link. He did tell me about that today. And actually, I might go over there and chat with him for a moment after we're done here.
Yes, the devices are working beautifully in Europe. And actually, our new reseller is coming online this week.
Right.
Moonraker in the United Kingdom. And it's moonraker.eu. And they will be a stocking distributor. And they should actually be receiving units in about a week to a week and a half.
Right.
So if you place your orders there now, you'll be in queue for the for the order that's coming in, and they didn't get a big order on the first go round. So go sell them out and teach them how many they need to really order.
Right. Yeah, so I do Friday shopping videos. I've been doing that for like 2 months.
Oh, how fun.
Months.
Yeah, I've been watching
So
them.
every Friday morning, I get up and I get online. Well, I get emails during the week. So Friday morning, I get up and I show the emails I've got and I show what specials are out there and whatnot. And 2 weeks ago...
Yeah, I saw you put it on Gigaparts.
Well, no, yes, Gigaparts I've done several times, but 2 weeks ago I mentioned Moonraker for the first time.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Because up until 2 weeks ago, every shopping site I've ever talked about has been in the USA. And I want to, and I've got watchers, you'll see some watchers pop in here that are outside of the USA.
Like all over the world?
All over the world.
And parts of Alabama?
Yeah, and parts of, all over the world, and parts of Alabama.
Parts of Alabama.
So, get in your mic like the other guy.
Which guy?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
But so Moonraker was on my stream, or on my not my stream, was on my Friday shopping video 2 weeks ago, and I was like, hey, here's a European seller of amateur radios. Number one,
Yep.
They have the new Yaesu FTM 300. They've got they still had an FT 857 in stock, which has been discontinued now.
Yep.
They've got ICOM and Kenwood radios, and they're going to start stocking the RFinder B1 for Europe.
And they're actually going to do final assembly, so there will not be apparently a import duty in EU or in England.
Well, that's good. That's good. Because if you buy one right now and you ship it to them from New York...
Yeah, they have to pay or if I ship it from Hong Kong, they have to pay duty. So the duty is going to go away. So all you have to pay is VAT.
Right.
So
good. Okay. There you
for
go.
Americans, that's their sales tax.
Right. Yeah, value-added tax.
Mm-hmm.
So, good deal.
Yep.
But awesome. So, yeah, so the Moonraker... And just Google moonraker.eu, I think is what it is.
That's what it is, moonraker.eu.
And it's a European distributor or a retailer of amateur radio equipment. They will have the B1. Gigaparts is doing well.
Oh, they're doing really well.
They ordered, they've got 50 units. Well, they had 50 units in stock.
So they're almost gone.
They're almost gone, yeah. So Gigaparts...
But they're getting more next week, so...
Right.
It's good.
And the cool thing about Gigaparts is traditionally when you've ordered from RFinder.net, nothing wrong with this, but traditionally when you've ordered from RFinder.net, they drop ship from Hong Kong.
In the past.
On
the M1 and the K1, we haven't been doing that on the B1, except to Europeans.
Okay, but is it still charging you? Is it still charging you a $40 shipping fee though? Because it used to charge you a $40 shipping fee.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that covers import duty and
Right.
Getting it to America and then getting it out the door to sometimes it's a loss, sometimes it's a slight gain. It all evens out in the end.
But Gigaparts is shipping it for free in the USA.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So you can buy it directly from Gigaparts, who has it in stock right now, and it's shipping for free in the USA.
Yep.
So, OJ,
and we're very excited to work with Gigaparts and
Yeah.
Moonraker, and we really appreciate their support.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Both of those are doing really good. Yeah. OJ says the guy on your left, the guy in the light gray hat, that's Bob. That's Bob on my left.
I'm Bob, man.
So,
I am. Wait,
yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait,
it's right. Yeah, it's backwards.
Yeah, there it is. It's backwards. Anyway.
Bob.
It's backwards. Yeah, that's Bob. W2CYK
Right.
from RFinder.
Right. Exactly.
I'm from New York.
Exactly.
So forget about it.
Minnow in the chat says it's on Android 8.1. That is correct. And he's asking, will there be an Android 10 update? What's the latest on that?
That's a good question. If the chipset is MediaTek,
okay.
So if MediaTek comes out with the kernel sources for 10, then we'll migrate it.
Okay.
So we have to wait for them to come out with. We have to have the drivers and stuff for the hardware platform.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's the hope. The hope is that it'll bypass 9 completely and go to 10.
Yep.
So that'd be great. So because being forward compatible is definitely important. Okay. Oh, John, M7 CPT. See, there's a European or an English call sign right there. Moonraker, very fast delivery in the UK, sometimes next day.
Yep.
That's great. That's really good.
Yep, they're great.
Okay, so WB2TQE asks, how is flying? Where are your masks? Social distancing, LOL. That's Howard, I think.
Hi, Howie.
That's Howie. I recognize his call sign.
He's always causing trouble. There he goes.
Yeah.
I knew somebody was gonna social distance shame us at some point.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the good news is that both of us have been isolated from people for a very long time.
Right.
So we figured it'd be safe to be together. And I did wear a mask on the plane yesterday. It was no problem. I wore a mask the whole time, and everybody else did too. And there was lots and lots of space between people on the plane. It wasn't very full at all.
Yeah.
So I had my own row, and there was somebody in front of me and somebody behind me, but we kind of sat on opposite ends of the row.
No.
Everybody's very well behaved, and
That's good.
it was fine.
That's good.
Actually, it was very good. And now here I am in Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
Woohoo! Wait, hold on. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
As you saying, yeehaw.
No, that was not a COVID cough.
Right.
It's an allergy cough.
He's had allergies since he got
since
here.
I got here,
Yeah,
so.
that's allergies in Texas.
It's been challenging.
So I've got my allergies going on as well. Okay, so Minnow says thanks, Bob. OJ says Bob is loud, you are not. That's because people told me Bob was quiet a minute ago and I turned him up. So we should be pretty close to even now. But you moved closer to the mic when at the same time I turned you up. So.
Yeah, I know. And Graham, yeah, I know. We should be having dinner this weekend in Friedrichshafen, Germany. There is no question. And I miss my trip to Europe every June, and I certainly missed Xenia. That was That was pretty terrible. And and then they canceled Huntsville. I was like, oh, come on.
I know, that was disappointing after all the talk that they said we're not going to cancel it. We're not going to cancel it. We're not going to cancel it.
Like they were holding on by their fingernails.
I know it when the guys who run the Huntsville Hamfest, it wasn't their fault.
Yep.
It was most likely it was the city or something.
You know, it's pretty cool though. You ever hear the podcast QSO Today?
Sure. Eric?
Yeah, Eric, yeah. Mm-hmm. So Eric is in Efrat, Israel, and
yes,
and he is what the heck is his call sign? Anyway, he is setting up a virtual Hamfest,
right?
And it's apparently quite large, going to be quite large, and we're a gold sponsor on that. So
good.
In the middle of August, there'll be a Hamfest, I think 48 hours on the web.
Right.
And a very, very interesting platform that they came up with. You guys are going to really enjoy the QSO Today Virtual Hamfest, and make sure you get on there. And, I know ICOM's got a...
Yeah, ICOM,
and I think... Actually, I think Gigaparts is going to do something, and ARRL is looking at doing something, and
good.
So it looks like it's going to be a really nice, virtual Hamfest. Really great job. I'm not taking away from what you guys did a few weeks ago.
No. It's just a totally different thing. Yeah. So I actually interviewed Eric.
Oh, you did?
A couple of months ago, I think it was. I don't remember exactly when it was right now.
I was his number 2. I was his second interview on his podcast.
Really?
Yeah,
because he's done like 300 of them.
Yeah, he's got a lot of them in there.
Okay,
yeah. All
right. I asked him if he'd interviewed anyone famous, and he named a couple names, but you weren't one of them.
He didn't name me? What the? Kidding me?
So, no, but I interviewed him.
I'm not famous.
Yeah, I interviewed him for a new project I'm starting that you guys will see on this channel soon. But it was like 2 months ago, and he said he was planning on his virtual Hamfest being like in July at that time, but I'd heard from somebody else that they'd scheduled it for August, so they'd scheduled a little bit later than what he originally thought it would be, which is no problem. But as I understand it, it's supposed to be like, if you guys know what Second Life is, it's supposed to be like a Second Life type thing, where you go into like a virtual reality type thing on the internet. I don't know if you can do it with VR glasses or not, but
I don't know.
But yeah, it's supposed to be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to trying it.
I just set up our Zoom environment for that, so it'll be It'll be nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
So we're gonna have some of our really technical users on from around the world, from Australia and from Europe, and at different times of day, because it's running 48 hours. So there's no way I'm gonna. I know you guys know that I never sleep. Those of you that know me know that I very rarely sleep.
Yeah.
But there's no way I'm staying up for 48 hours. It's just not happening.
No.
And Steven, I've been asking him for allergy medicine for hours now. So, yes, bring the Zyrtec if you don't mind. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't know. I've got too many things going on. So you got to remind me.
All right. Fine.
So let's see. So David 2E0ULH in London says Moonraker has the best customer service.
Yeah, they're very.
Good.
Honestly, like dealing with them, they're nice bunch of guys.
Good.
Yep, and I've met them in person. I've been to the British, the RSGB National Hamfest up in Newark, England, a bunch of times.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll go this year. Maybe you want to go?
What month is it supposed to be?
September.
I bet it won't.
Probably not.
I bet it won't. But yes,
I usually go to Spain to Avila.
Uh-huh.
And then I go to the next week is England.
How big is it?
I would call it a little bit smaller than Hamcation. Just a little bit, not much.
Okay.
But we have going to that Hamfest is a blast.
Well, yeah, I mean, Hamcation's a good sized show. So if you've got a Hamfest,
I'm saying that like our friends from over the pond there,
yeah,
they're hilarious.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, they're hilarious.
Good.
Like, culturally hilarious. So whenever I go to that Hamfest, I laugh my arse off the whole time that I'm there. It is really funny.
Minnow asks, can you show us how to unscrew the antenna? The same way you do on like any HT that you would buy today.
Just unscrew it.
It's just a regular SMA antenna. You can put any dual band SMA antenna you want to on this thing.
Yeah, there's a male on the body, so any female SMA.
Right, yeah, female
fine.
SMA on the antenna. So,
Yep.
in fact, hand me that. You see those green packages right there on the top shelf? Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's one of those things?
Yeah.
I got one of these in the lab.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right, for those of you who know Hashnazi, a brie. Look at this sucker.
It's gargantuan.
I know. What I want to do when they let me start flying again.
You know, I love that word gargantuan. I so rarely get to use it in a sentence.
So, there it is. So the next time I buy a plane ticket with my American Airlines app, I'm going to open the app, and when I check in, I'm going to check in with this. Here you go.
On your B1?
Yeah. I've done that before on the B1.
Have.
I've done it before on the B1. I have my American Airlines app here, and I check in, and they look at me, and they're like, okay. But next time I'm going to take it like this.
Yeah,
there
okay.
There it is.
Yeah, they're going to ask some questions on that one. You know, the idea is to try to be low-key. Like, I usually take the antennas off.
If you want to be
security.
low key, you're not going to carry this thing into the airport.
No.
Everybody looks at you
Yeah,
like.
but you know that when I get on a plane, I usually have 5 or 6 of them in the bag.
Right.
You know?
Well,
So,
that's
like,
true.
you know,
Yeah.
And a logo shirt
Yeah.
that matches them. So, you know, they don't give me too much trouble.
Minnows,
But actually, you know, the only place I ever really had any kind of an issue, even a little issue, was in Galicia, Spain.
really?
Yeah, I was getting on the plane. I was going to Barcelona. And I was actually catching a flight from Barcelona to Tel Aviv. And when I was getting on the plane in Galicia, they stopped me, and they're asking me questions in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
You know, about, you know, what is the ¿qué es eso? What is this? You
Yeah.
know? And I started explaining it to them.
Yeah.
In, you know, my broken Spanish.
Broken Spanish.
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's reasonable. But, you know, they said, "Oh, no, it's not a problem. We just wanted to know what it was out of curiosity. We've never seen anything like it."
Oh, okay.
So that was the only issue I've ever had, was
Really?
being asked in Galicia what it was.
People ask me sometimes, or well, I see it. They're not asking me. People post on Facebook sometimes about if anyone has any trouble taking HTs through, like on your carry-on on a plane. And I've got a backpack with an HT case on both sides, one on the left, one on the right. And I usually have I don't always have one HT in each one, but I usually do, especially when I'm traveling. I'll take a dual band analog and some kind of DMR radio.
Right.
Usually. And I've had that in my backpack, and I've checked it not checked it, I've taken it as a carry-on on a plane, and not once has anyone ever asked me to take it out, say you can't take it, anything. I've never gotten any lip over it whatsoever.
No.
Nothing.
Nope.
So, anyway.
They're chill, man.
Yeah. I have not.
You know what I had trouble with? I had this folding screwdriver that was flat. Okay, like folded flat, so it was like just a bunch of bits on this like flat
Oh,
thing.
right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I had one in the top pouch of my bag.
Okay.
And it's been on hundreds of flights. Like, never an issue. And then all of a sudden, I was making a transfer in Istanbul from Milan to Tel Aviv. I was making a transfer in Istanbul. And in the transfer, you had to go through security again. And they looked at it, and they made me give it up. They threw it out.
Really?
Yeah, just a flat screwdriver.
Wow.
So the radio is no problem.
Yeah. Yeah, but a screwdriver is detrimental.
Screwdriver is not only that, but a screwdriver with no handle. I mean, it was literally like only emergencies only was it useful.
Right. Oh gosh, that's crazy. So, all right. So, a couple questions. Unscrew the antenna. We did that. Somebody asked, "Can you tell me about the battery life using it on full power?"
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you do with it?
I've never had an issue. You know, quite frankly, I take this...
How much time? How long does it last? Do you get through a day?
Oh yeah,
easily.
Yeah,
right. You get through a day.
So I take this. I have my desk charger on my nightstand, so I put it on there at night when I go to sleep, and I take it off in the morning. And generally speaking, when I go to bed that same night, the phone will be somewhere around 35 to 45% charged.
You drop it in the cradle and you're good tomorrow.
So
here's the thing. Right?
I have an extra battery. I have an extra battery for this thing, and I think I've used it once. I just don't use it because I drop it in the cradle every night anyway, and if it's and it's never dead.
I had one in the bottom of my backpack that I had to pull out today because I fell asleep last night without dropping it on the cradle.
Oh right.
So this morning, I took the battery off of this, slammed it in the charger, grabbed the battery out of the bag, and turned it on. So
yeah,
it was all good.
Good.
Yep. So, little ham radio 201.
Ham radio 201. Okay.
Electricity 201.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, we all know. I mean, we know Ohm's law. We learn Ohm's law to get our technician's license, and the concepts of it, but. You don't really get a chance to apply it very often. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Most cell phone batteries are 3.3 or 3.5 volts, right? And they'll say it's 3,000 milliamp hours.
Right.
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 Okay. These batteries are 7.6 volts.
Okay.
So in order to look at them apples to apples, you really have to look at watt hours.
Okay.
Okay, which is?
I don't remember the calculation. If you're asking me what the calculation is.
Well, I mean, we know that power is equal to voltage times current.
Right.
Okay. Times hours to get hours, right?
So,
if you multiply the 2,500 times 7.6, you get 19 watt hours.
Okay.
Okay. So if you look at a a regular cell phone, if it's 3,000 and it's 3.3 volts, right? That's 9,000 watt hours, or nine watt hours, right?
Yeah, so, 9 watt hours.
So anyway, so that's how you calculate it. You have
Gotcha.
you have to really. I know I did that calculation wrong, but you guys get it. Don't call me on it because I'm not using a calculator. But just do your own calculation. You'll understand how they compare.
Right.
So it's 19 watt hours is what the battery is, which is watt hours times voltage. So, but in real life, this thing lasts easily a day, and I'm a very aggressive user.
Oh yeah, I use mine all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't use the radio on it as much as I probably should, but I use the phone all the time, and
I've been using the radio over IP a little bit.
Yeah. Well, have I finally got that?
You do, but I haven't finished setting it up for you.
Okay. So we'll do that today.
We were putting onto Jason's radio not yet.
Okay.
The new radio over IP beta that we're working on.
I was going to say, that's still in beta, right?
It's in beta.
But it's coming, but it's included with all these new phones that people get, because I know Danny said he had it, and I'm pretty sure Steven has it. So these new phones that are being ordered and delivered to people,
it'll work all the way back to the first B1 that came off the line.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
in fact, we have a theory. We have a theory. And you guys can't hold me to this. But we have a feeling we're going to add radio over IP to the M1 and the K1.
Oh, right.
So your M1s and K1s will not only retain their value, but probably increase in value.
John Dolan says, hi, Jason and Bob. Loving my RFinder B1.
Woo!
Don says, any other digital modes planned for RFinder?
Well, that's a good question. We can't do it on the RF side, but we can do it on the IP side.
Okay.
So right now we're on we've got inside the radio, well, in the betas anyway, we have a Brandmeister.
When you do that on the table, since the mic's on the table, it shows up. It sounds like a loud bang.
Snap!
Thud. I need to get my microphones mounted up here or something and pull them down to where I don't. When I'm typing, it's too loud.
Right.
So.
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So anyway,
digital modes.
Yeah. So. We have we've created something called the BM SDK, the Brandmeister Software Development Kit. That's running inside of here, and it lets us call functions to talk to Brandmeister and change talk groups and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Connect, disconnect, and whatever. We're working on a D-Star SDK, as well as we just added a codec for Ambi1 for D-Star.
Right.
So we'll be able to do D-Star over IP, we believe. It's in theory right now, okay? All this stuff is theory, okay? We're inventing new stuff to do this, and we believe in theory that we'll be able to C for FM, we think will be easier. We think we're going to be able to do that. So
right. Yeah, so I want to reiterate the theories that he's working on and beta testing, like the ROIP, which will be, which actually kind of works now. It works now. It's just a couple of bugs in it, but that's why it's still in beta, as you would expect. So, but all the theories he's talking about adding, it's all going to be added to this device. We're not going to talk about, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say this. We're not going to be like Yaesu and tell you that you have to upgrade your hardware. Okay, DR1X,
Do you know why?
DR1X repeater people.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because this is a software-defined HT.
Right.
It's not a software-defined radio. It's a software-defined HT.
Right. So everything he's talking about in theory here will be able to be added to this device. Now, you're working on new devices also, which we don't have to talk about that if you don't want to get into that right now. But there's always something else happening, and there's future plans always being made.
Yeah, we can talk about the repeater a little bit. That's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
fun.
we can talk about the repeater. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we're working on a repeater. We're going to call it the R2000, and it's a pretty interesting device. It actually has Brandmeister built into it. So, and I know you don't like Brandmeister, but you can just take it and plug it into the network and turn it on. It'll connect right into Brandmeister. Yep. Well, you don't need an MMDVM to do it. You just plug it in.
Well, you don't need MMDVM to plug a Motorola into Brandmeister either.
That's because Brandmeister already they had made an agreement with Motorola to have the
IPSC
in it. What we've done is we've taken the protocols that are on Brandmeister itself, like Homebrew, and put it directly into the repeater itself. So so it's kind of MMDVM, but it's built into it. It's built right. You
don't have to add anything else to it.
Yeah, it's not MMDVM. It's inside the repeater, and there's some other things that repeater has. It'll be able to do transcoding, so we're looking at some very interesting things with transcoding inside the repeater. It has its own codec in it.
You need to be able to do that with TGIF. You need to be able to auto-connect it to TGIF.
I'm telling you, you would be very surprised if we weren't working on that very thing.
Yeah, good.
I'm not committing, but you would be surprised if we were working on that very thing. So.
The TGIF I can get on board with. So, and Brandmeister's okay. There's a lot of states out there. My biggest issue with we talked about this a little bit yesterday. My biggest issue with Brandmeister is that we've had DMR in Texas for 5 years before Brandmeister ever existed.
Sure.
So we have a very good commercial-grade infrastructure in Texas, and I don't want to mess with that because it perfectly works the way it is right now. But
if you want to link to something in Brandmeister, you can do that anyway.
Well, I can link to anything I want to. See, that's the thing about a C bridge. I can link a C bridge to anything. I can link it to another C bridge. I can link it to Brandmeister. I can link it to MMDVM. I can link it to TGIF. So it's very versatile that way. But a lot of states have adopted Brandmeister as their state, 90 90+% of the repeaters, like Oklahoma, in the state are on brandmeister, and that's great. And
Is it true that the wind comes whipping around the plane there and stuff?
I don't know. Probably so. Let's see. Fred. Oh, there's Fred. Great to see you on the 2 Meter Crew anti-net last night. Thanks for having us. That was fun. That was the ham radio TV thing we did last night. Okay, sorry if you covered this already. What version of Android is it running? Can you see the over-the-air Android updates as in the regular phone? So it's running on Android 8.1 right now. We were just talking about some upgrade options that might be coming in the future. It has a custom ROM, so you're not going to update it through your carrier the way you would a Samsung or an iPhone, okay? You would, but it has an upgrade feature built into it called FOTA, F-O-T-A, firmware over the air. Firmware over the air, to where you update it over the air from the RFinder servers instead of from AT&T or Verizon servers. So yes, it will work with firmware updates over the air, just not in the same way you're used to with another branded phone.
But the same concept.
Same concept. Yeah. But if you go to Verizon and ask them about it, they're like, "Oh, that doesn't work on our network," which is wrong. They won't even.
And we put out updates quite a bit because we're always adding new features.
Right.
I mean, like we're waiting for a new ROM update now that'll give us we believe the last few parts that are required to really make very seamless transitions between ROIP and IP and RF.
Good.
So radio, for those of you who don't know what ROIP is, it's radio over IP. So it's like voice over IP, only using radio protocols such as DMR, C4FM, D-Star, etc. So we're making it so that it'll be a one-button push on the front screen to flip from whatever talk group you're talking to on digital to talking to the same talk group directly over radio, over the internet.
Correct.
Over 4G.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
So Danny asked me, have you ever used your B1 on your C-Bridge repeater? Yes, all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, I use it on multiple C-Bridge repeaters in Texas, both my repeaters and not my repeaters. So, and I have a couple. Well, I have one. I have one repeater. I have like 7 or 8 Motorola repeaters that are just deployed throughout the state of Texas. But I have one backyard repeater, which is a Bridgecom repeater with an MMDVM device on the back of it, tied into the C-Bridge through a service called HB Link DMR Link, which you guys can Google that if you want to. And this works great on that as well. So I've used this. In fact, the last video I put up about the RFinder B1 was my using it into the TGIF hotspot, which is right here. This hotspot right here. Frank, if you want to go find that video where I talk about the RFinder talking into a hotspot, that's this hotspot right here. See the screen on that thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I met him. I actually was next to him.
That's Robert. No, not that guy. Not that guy. The guy you were next to in California?
Yeah, California.
No, that's not him.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
No, this guy's.
Oh, TGIF spot.
TGIF, yeah.
Oh, okay. They have a similar form factor.
Yes, they do.
Very similar.
But yeah, so it works.
This is a really nice one.
Yeah, it
Look
is.
at the case on this thing. It's built like a brick.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say shit?
No.
Big crap house.
Right, yeah. So it's so it works great into an MMDVM hotspot, an MMDVM repeater, or just a standard Motorola C-Bridge repeater. Yes.
Thing's a real beaut.
It is. Yeah, that's a great hotspot. That's going to be that's pretty much my go-to nowadays now that DX Mini is closed his doors.
Yeah, DX Mini's my go-to. Is he making a dual slot, this guy?
Not yet. Not yet. But I kind of hope
the
that's
DX Mini dual
on.
Slot is just a.
Yeah, it is. I've got.
Man, that is a beauty, and I have the new touchscreen one just before he closed. Closed up.
He sent me the instructions to upgrade. My
Am I going to see him tomorrow?
He'll be there Saturday.
Saturday. Cool.
He'll be there Saturday. So he sent me the instructions to upgrade my touchscreen, but I haven't done it yet. So
you just touch the screen. It's cool. It's all like on screen. You just touch.
That's what you do with that one. The coolest thing about that one, in my opinion, is that when you plug it up and you let it boot up and everything, it has a scan Wi-Fi, connect, boom. And you don't have to log into a Pi-Star dashboard. You don't have to do any. You don't have to have a web browser. Nothing. It just you can do the Wi-Fi scan and
Oh,
select
on the front screen.
On the front screen.
Yeah, that's sharp.
Select the SSID, type
Yeah,
in your password, and boom, you're connected.
Yeah, that's
and
sharp.
then, of course, Pi-Star, a good thing about Pi-Star, it gives you the IP on the screen. Once it's connected to Wi-Fi, it'll tell you what IP it's connected
sure.
to. And then you can open up your phone or laptop or something and connect to that IP and then log into the Pi-Star dashboard very easily that way.
Yeah, that's nice.
So it's pretty
I actually
slick.
have one of those Android, you were talking about you wanted one of those Android car stereos in your car.
Yes, yeah.
I've got one in my Jeep. And,
Do you?
Yeah, and I have the Pi-Star dashboard up on the screen. Sometimes I'll have like the Brandmeister Last Heard. I'll have I'll have a net watch up on the screen.
Okay.
So it's very very convenient that way.
Yeah.
But
So Frank just posted the video in the chat that I recorded with the RFinder B1 talking into this hotspot into the TGIF network. So thanks Frank, appreciate that.
It works with just about any RF DMR environment as long as it's not it's not a trunking radio, but it'll do it
won't do trunking. I haven't really found anything that it doesn't work on yet. I have not tried it on VHF DMR. Those are few and far between anyway. But I've used it several times on analog VHF. Works great.
Yeah, I was up in Boston a few weeks ago and I popped a machine with it. So
good.
I went on walkabout.
Oh, did you really?
I got on the ferry and took a drive up into Massachusetts and turned around and came back and got back on the ferry.
Oh, well, that's something to get out of the house. So.
I just had to get out of the house. Enough is enough already. And here I am in Texas. Woo! But I arrive, and what's the first thing we find out?
There's a quarantine. If you go back.
New York started a quarantine yesterday as I was arriving in Texas. So when I come back home, I have to go into quarantine for 14 days, which isn't much different than I've been doing since February. So what the heck,
Yeah. It's kind of like
but I get to come down and hang out with you crazy Texans down here. So
totally.
But it looked like the big issue was in Houston, but they're like New York. They gotta have their little knee jerk and the People's Republic up there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, good deal. We're up to 90 now. That's good.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 90.
90 people in here?
90 people watching.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, what kind of coverage would I have with that radio were there a no-cell coverage? Meaning, will it still work as a radio without... Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. It works standalone.
That's the beautiful thing about this device, okay? That really... There's one or two other devices out there that are sort of like it, but not really. This is the only device that if you can turn off... You can go in there and take out the SIM card and turn off Wi-Fi.
Or just put it on airplane mode.
Or just put it on airplane mode. And use it as a two-way radio. So it works dual band, VHF 2 meter, and UHF 440 as a dual band radio on both DMR and analog. Simplex. You can talk on Simplex with it all day long. So yes, you don't need cell service. It's not an app that runs. There is an RFinder app that runs that uses the GPS in your phone to show you what repeaters are near you. There's that app, and you have to have cell service or Wi-Fi to use that app, but you don't have to have it to use the actual radio built into the phone. What's up?
There's actually a function. There's a function in the radio to preload the continent that you're on of repeaters. And by the way, we update that every night. So like at midnight Eastern time, we start gathering all the DMR data from around the Earth. And aggregating it into the database. And in the morning, all you got to do is pull down on the list and it'll refresh itself immediately. Or if you just wait, it'll refresh in the background eventually. But
you don't even have to do that because it has talker alias.
No. What you do is you preload the talker aliases, which takes about a minute.
Okay.
Right? How long does it take on your average monolithic radio? But to update
to load the database?
Yeah.
Probably a minute.
Takes a minute.
Yeah. Some radios write faster than others. 1 to 3 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. So it takes about a minute. It's all on the screen. Just hit a couple of buttons, and it just happens over the internet. So whether you're on Wi-Fi or on
cellular,
right? Either one.
Yeah.
And then it's resident, so it'll look it up. And now we're adding this thing that if you have internet connection and you get a DMR ID that's not in the database, it sends off a quick a request to radioid.net that returns that missing talker alias, and then we'll put it into the local database. See? So eventually, soon, you won't even have to update the talker alias database. It'll just update itself on the fly.
Okay.
And it'll
Cool.
queue up ones that it doesn't have. It doesn't have internet access, and it'll just go and get them all when when it sees internet access again.
Yeah.
So you will not have to update the
Right.
talker aliases anymore soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob, do you mean the flat Earth? Frank.
The flat Earth. That's
Yes,
correct.
Yes, all of it. Yeah.
The Earth is now flat again. Yes.
Let's see. Northwest Ham Shack is in the chat. Good afternoon.
Howdy.
Let's
Did I
see.
say that right?
Yeah, howdy.
Howdy.
What talk group do you use on DMR Texas? Generally, I'm on Texas Statewide 3148, generally speaking. But Bob has his own talk group on Brandmeister, talk group 31770.
Correct.
And it is ported to my C bridge, and I've ported it out to other repeaters throughout Texas also. So some repeaters in Texas have it, some don't. Pretty sure that Steven, KG50KB down in Crockett, I'm pretty sure I've sent it to his repeater. But yeah, so with the hotspot, you can get into Bob's talk group 31770 on Brandmeister, and generally, if I'm talking on local traffic here around Texas, I'm on 3148. So, any testing with the
Am I allowed on 3140?
Sure, yeah, everybody's allowed on
Am I?
31.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Any testing with a stubby antenna?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
actually probably going to order that. Diamond makes one that's about this
yeah,
tall.
I
that's
actually, and
almost
I hate
like
to do,
foam.
I hate to say this, but like there's Diamond knockoff antennas.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's this one, the real stubby one. It's about this long, and it's got a gold base. And if it's got a gold base, it's the fake.
Oh.
Oddly enough,
Oh.
that antenna is unbelievable. Like, it's shocking
Really?
how good it is.
Really?
It's shocking.
Really?
But also the receiver on the B1s are very, very sensitive. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sure that doesn't hurt.
Right.
But it is
Correct.
it is a very sensitive.
Correct. Frank says to talk into the mic and stop looking at me.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Can I
just
talk
don't-
like this?
Don't let it go red.
All right. Can I talk like this?
Yeah, you can
All
talk
right.
like
Okay.
that. And the only reason he is saying that is because he does the exact same thing.
Ah.
He's actually looking at his laptop and has the mic over here, and he's like,
talking
so,
like this.
in the chat today we have, and I'm like, Frank, talk in the mic, buddy. Oh, there's Anton, RC3C from Moscow in the chat. He frequents the chat quite a bit. Thanks for
Wait.
joining
What
us,
time
Ant.
is it in Moscow?
Yeah, what time is it in?
Dobry wieczór.
What
It's
time
evening.
is it right now?
It's evening, so I wish didn't.
Yeah.
Dobry wieczór. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Let's see if he tells me I said it right.
Life at terminal velocity. We are talking about the B1. We mentioned the K1 and the M1 earlier, but we're talking about the B1 right now. The B1, RFinder B1 today. So, let's see. Gigapart. Let me just pull up that Gigaparts link because people.
Yeah,
have
that
asked
real
several
diamond.
times.
And believe me, I love diamond antennas. My favorite antenna is a Diamond SG7900 on my car.
Yeah.
It's lit, dude. It's lit.
I like Comet antennas better myself, but Diamond makes a good product.
The
as well.
SG7900 is like lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having fire on your car. It's like crazy.
Haha. So, okay, here's a link. People are Anton says it's 8:49 p.m. in Russia right now. Or in
Dobry
Moscow.
wieczór. Did I say that right, Anton?
Hey guys, will it send DTMF tones?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, there's actually an app in there for it. Somewhere in here.
And okay, so here's people keep asking about the price and where they can get it.
There's a DTMF pad.
Yeah.
And it does 1750 hertz for you, for our European friends that require 1750 tone to unlock the repeater.
Ah. So people keep asking about who's got it and how much they are. I just put a link in the chat to Gigapart's website who has it in stock. They're a USA seller.
And if you're in
retailer.
Europe, go to moonraker.eu.
Moonraker. Yeah, but they don't have it yet.
No, but they're should have it by a week from Monday.
Okay, yeah, but I can't link it because it's not on their website yet, is what I'm saying.
No, I think they have it like on pre-sale.
Do they have it on their website?
They have it on pre-sale.
So, let's see. Someone has to watch the chat for you. Life at Terminal Velocity again asks, can I record the audio of the QSO with it?
Theoretically. We haven't turned that on yet, but you can.
Okay.
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Not yet, but you can.
Anton says, yes, you pronounced whatever you said in Russian right.
Oh, thank you. I finally did something right.
I mean, theoretically, about the QSO record.
Yeah. We just haven't turned it on, but it has the capability to do it. We just haven't. We're trying to get radio over IP. That's our number one goal right now.
You are correct. It is on pre-orders on moonraker.eu. So here is the link for that. That's the wrong chat. There's the link for that. So, gigaparts.com in the USA, moonraker.eu in the UK and Europe, and I think are they in the UK, Moonraker? Or are they outside United?
No, they're in England.
They're in England, yeah. I was thinking that they were in the UK. I don't know about Moonraker's site, but Gigaparts has free shipping on it, which is a plus. Don H with the $10 super chat. Thanks a lot, buddy. Appreciate the super chat. We love doing these live streams. They're very fun, and it's always cool. It's always cool to have a different guest on. So it's always fun to have it because Frank's usually here, and Frank's a great. He does a great job with adminning the chat while I'm talking about whatever I'm talking about.
I'm doing a crappy job.
No, well, I didn't ask you. You're the interviewee today. So.
Oh, I am. I thought we would just have. I thought I was interviewing you.
Well, whichever. We're talking about we've been on for 52 minutes and all we've talked about is RFinder. So I think I'm interviewing you.
All right, fine. No, we talked about Brandmeister versus.
We talked a little bit about that.
Yeah, we didn't go deep enough into that. We're gonna have to have. We're gonna have to have an in-depth discussion about that.
No doubt. Yeah. Outdoor Junkie. Holy crap. He says, holy crap, I made the show here in Oklahoma. Still trying to get my call sign. New to ham, so it might take me some time to get it material right. Go out. I recorded a live stream, a 3-part live stream with a local club here who gave a fantastic presentation on how to get your first ham radio license called a technician license. Those are replayable on my channel. They're all 3 of those episodes are in a playlist. You can play them, pause them, rewind them, go back and forth however you want to.
Go to hamtestonline.com.
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 That's a good resource as well.
It really is the best, quite frankly. It's amazing. If anybody hasn't looked at it.
It's not better than my videos.
You know what I do with what I do with them with Ham Test Online?
What?
I buy packs of subscriptions.
Yeah.
I buy like 10 packs. Mm-hmm. And they have this deal, like, Ham It Forward, where you can buy packs and then give it out to people that want to get their ham license.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so I buy packs and I give them to Boy Scouts.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, man. So what I've been doing with Boy Scouts, and this is kind of interesting, I give them a hamtestonline.com subscription.
Yeah.
They go study for their technician's license. We get them to an exam or an online exam now these days. Yeah. And then they fill out the merit badge worksheets for both electronics and radio, and they end up with a technician's license, electronics merit badge, and radio merit badge.
Really?
So if any of you guys are scouters out there, please, I highly suggest it. It's a great opportunity to get kids involved.
Yeah.
You know how I am about
Sure.
kids in ham radio.
Sure.
I like to do whatever I can.
Right.
So remember that radio I gave away? Where was that? Huntsville?
That was here at HamCom.
Oh, at HamCom.
That was at HamCom.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was really, really fun.
Bob won an ICOM ID 4100 from it was a door prize.
It was the door prize.
Yeah, it was a door prize. So everybody who gets a ticket gets an entry in the door prize. He won the door prize and he gave it away.
I took the microphone from the guys that were calling the tickets.
Right.
I said, "Hey, do you mind if I make an announcement?" And they gave me the mic. And I said, "Okay, all youth amateur radio operators, meet me in the northeast corner of the building."
Yeah, it was over there by our booth.
Over by our booth, and they came over, and we actually had a really nice chat with the kids.
Yeah.
Talked about how they, got into ham radio and stuff, and then we raffled off that radio.
Did you raffle? I can't remember I couldn't remember how you decided who to give it to.
Oh, we raffled it off.
Okay.
I took a bunch of ticket stubs from the guys at the raffle counter. and I just had them write their calls on it. And at the end of us, having a chat, we raffled it off to one of the kids. I felt so good doing that. It was like
free raffle tickets. They didn't sell raffle tickets.
No.
Yeah.
We gave it away to one of the kids.
So he basically did a re-giveaway of.
Regifted.
Regifted. It was brand new in a box, but sure, yeah, regifted.
Yeah, but like do whatever you can. All you guys, like do whatever you can for youth and amateur radio. Try to get the kids involved. Ham radio, I don't know about you, but how long you've been a ham, but I've been a ham since I was 13, and it really, really molded my life. I mean, I had such a great opportunity. It's taken me all over the world, and I'm a third generation ham. My son's a fourth. Right. My son Jesse, W2EEO. I don't know if he's listening or not, but he's a general class and 20 years old, and and I just love seeing kids, get on the air. It's a great thing. It makes them think differently. It makes them think differently about the world around them. It makes them understand technology better as they're, as they're learning more and more about things about technology in their lives. So it's really a cool thing. So Anton, take care of the kids, everybody.
Right. Anton donated 100 rubles to the super chat. Thank you very much for that donation.
Woo!
I'm gonna have to look up and see. I don't know how that translates, but
make ham radio 2.0 great again.
Right.
Woo!
Ham radio 2.0 has always been.
That's
great.
true. That's great. Yeah. Sorry.
I was the first one to interview you on YouTube.
You were?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because when I called you the first, I think I emailed you the first time.
Wait, was I in England?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That was a rough one.
Yeah,
I had a bad connection.
It was.
It was a rough one.
But I had read about I had read about the H1 in somewhere. I think it was on Facebook. I think it was online. It wasn't QST.
Right.
But I'd read about the H1 before the H1 came out, and I thought, there's something new. Right. Of course, that's what this show is about. What's new in amateur radio. So so I emailed you, and you replied back, and you're like, yeah, we can do that. Let me know when's good for you. And you said, here's my number, and or you said, what's my number? And I sent you my phone number, and you called me. I was at work at the time. I remember I was at work.
Right.
I saw my phone ring, and I answered it, and it was you. I'm like, hold on a second. I went out in the hallway. And we talked for 10 minutes or something like that. And you told me, you said, a lot of people have reached out to me, but you're the only one who's actually responded. And I'm like, oh, we got to do this now, because I want to be the first one on YouTube. So I was the first.
Totally.
So that one where you were in, you had your phone on your, but you were laying on the bed with the phone in England or something like that. And
actually, you know where I was? I was in the Sherwood Forest.
That's right. I think you said that.
I was in the Sherwood Forest. I was in, Robin Hood. I was
Robin Hood.
I was where actually the hotel across the street was the Robin Hood, a very, very old, like
really?
from the 1500s building.
Nice.
Yeah, So
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
So cool. But good deal. So but that was fun. That was fun. And we've done several videos on there since then. So it's all good stuff. So yeah, thanks again, Anton, for the super chat. That's really generous of you.
Nice job, Northwest Ham Shack, with your daughter.
Yes, yeah.
Get your daughter on the radio. It's awesome.
I don't know who this is, but
just don't answer it.
I'm not.
Just call him back.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
whatever.
So good deal. But yeah. Anyway, so you guys go out there and check out the RFinder B1. They are in stock at Gigaparts, soon to be in stock at Moonraker, maybe next week, I think is what you said. And do some testing with it. We will have 4 guys with an RFinder B1 at Field Day this weekend.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That is crazy. This is like
including you. 4 people, including you.
Wow. Holy crap.
4 people, including. We'll have 4 different RFinder B1 devices at Field Day this weekend. So.
Wow. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Apparently my mom was right.
About what? Which part?
No. She said to me, you finally did something right.
What accent is that she's got?
She's from Eastern Europe. She's from Poland.
Okay. Poland,
Israel. She got Israeli, little Israeli accent.
Okay. Oh, good deal.
Hi, Mom. I love you so much. You have no idea. Miss you.
She's watching?
Maybe. I don't know. What's today's date?
Thursday, the 25th.
Okay, tomorrow is their anniversary. Please don't let me forget.
Okay. My mom and dad just celebrated their 50th anniversary at the beginning of this month.
Let's see, 1960 would make it what? How many years? 60 years? I don't know.
60 years.
60 years.
60 years, yeah. Yeah.
So I'm a bad son because I'm in Texas
Right.
for their anniversary.
Right, yeah.
She was very upset yesterday. You know, she called me up, and I was in where was I? I was in Orlando already, waiting for my connection to Dallas. She calls me up. She goes, "Maybe you shouldn't be going to Texas. Can you cancel your trip?" I was like, "Mom, oh no, I shouldn't do that," because she gets mad at me when I make fun of her accent. But anyway, so I'm like, "Mom, sorry, Mom, I slipped." So anyway, so you know what she says?
What?
I don't have an accent.
I don't have an accent.
So anyway, seriously, I'm in so much trouble now. So anyway, yeah, she calls me up. She's like, you know, can you cancel the trip? I'm like, all right, if you want, I suppose I can turn around. I'm in Orlando now. I guess I could come home, I suppose. Do you really want me to come home? I'm not telling you what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do.
So then I arrive in Texas, and what happens? New York announces a 14-day quarantine on anybody coming back from Texas.
Right, right. Yeah.
So what's the
good
first
stuff.
text I get this morning?
I told you so.
Told you not to go.
I told you not to go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Okay, somebody said, okay. Hey, Jason and Bob, you look closer than 6 feet from each other. Yes, we are right now. That's true.
The question about the lanyard is right up here by the volume knob. There's a slot.
Oh yeah,
Right here
yeah, right there.
to attach the lanyard. Right there.
It's right by the right above the
So
power
if
button.
you happen to be one of the few people that want a lanyard, you can stick one right there.
Yeah,
We thought of everything. Almost.
almost. Any way to boost the transmit audio on VHF UHF analog?
What's the question?
Any way to boost the transmit of the mic gain, basically, on VHF UHF analog?
Yeah, the next ROM, one of the pieces parts in it is going to have a mic gain in it. So
Okay.
So we're going to give on the ham version of RFinder, I'll give you the ability to adjust the mic
To
gain.
adjust the mic gain.
Yeah, and we're
Okay.
going to give you both like microphone adjust, microphone gain, and for the external mic. Excuse me, the external mic as well as for the internal mic, you'll be able to choose the gain for each.
Oh, okay. Okay. The external mic that you connect here?
Yep.
Okay. I've got one of those. It's in my truck.
Yep.
I just need to get that Lido mount you were talking about.
Yep.
And then I need to
And then you need a diamond SG7900 on the outside of the car. And we're about to come out with a really cool dual band 40 watt, 4 watts in, 40 watts out TDMA amplifier. Works on.
Okay, see, I've got your original UHF amplifier.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I've never used it because I was going to use it on that tablet that I never got.
Oh.
And because I didn't want to, I didn't want to use it on the phone.
Well, the good news, we're about a week away from getting our new tablets, and we'll have a 7-inch tablet and a 10-inch tablet.
Okay.
One, both, and they'll both be dual band.
Dual band analog, right?
Yeah, so you'll have we're gonna market it as a mobile, so you'll be able to mount it in your car.
Yeah.
Full touch screen, RFinder touch screen.
You need to send me one of those, like, as soon as you get home.
I know, I know you like having stuff like that in your car, so you'll enjoy it a lot. And
it's not about having stuff in my car, man. It's about putting stuff on YouTube.
I know.
How much publicity have I given you on YouTube?
A lot.
And how much have you paid me for that?
A lot.
No, you.
Oh wait.
So if you want free advertising, dude,
You got to
send
keep
me
sending
a
me
freaking
radios.
tablet.
All right. Did you get a B1?
I did get a B1.
How much did B1 cost?
But you told me you gave me this for going to Chattanooga for you. That was your excuse at the time.
Oh, was?
Yeah. Plus, this was used. This was Nick's B1. It wasn't new.
Well, we didn't have any.
Well,
we just had
I'm
prototypes.
just telling you. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what the facts are.
We had prototypes.
Also,
at the
my
time.
charger still never turns green.
Yeah, but
I mean, it works fine. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, I noticed yours was sitting on the counter this morning. And I was like, oh, it does turn green.
It does.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever seen that.
well, you have a prototype.
I do.
He has one of the prototypes.
I have a prototype. But it's got. But I don't think that there's
There's barely any difference.
No, there's nothing. There hasn't been anything.
That
I've
was
tried to
actually
put on
that wasn't
didn't
really a
work.
prototype. That was a really
Yeah.
a release candidate.
Yeah.
So
He said, Outdoor Junkie said he sneezed COVID.
who did?
Yeah.
Who sneezed?
You did.
I didn't sneeze.
Let's see. Somebody said, just come to Florida, we'll party.
Here's my mask. Florida. Who's in Florida?
Oh, Life at Terminal Velocity said, well, I don't want to lose a $1,000 radio if it falls from a parachute jump. That's why he's asking about the lanyard.
Oh.
So if you do a parachute jump with your B1, you need to video it and send me the video so that I can put it on YouTube. I'll put it on my channel.
We need that.
That would be awesome.
We need that.
How do you say awesome in New York? Then we'd be awesome. It'd be awesome.
Hey, be awesome.
It'd be awesome.
No. Pay attention. Be awesome.
Be awesome.
Yeah, you gotta
Be awesome.
kind of raise up from it. Awesome.
Awesome.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. So somebody else said, my B1 is connected to an external antenna. Well, yeah, it's got an SMA connector. Yeah. I mean, you can do that. You can.
Yeah, I do it in my car. Using my SG7900.
I
I
just
love it.
wanted a more permanent solution. I didn't want to have to unscrew the antenna, put the thing. Plus, I don't have a good mobile mount for this thing yet. You told me about one yesterday, so I'm going to be looking at getting one of those, and doing some modifications for it.
Yep.
And we still need to talk to the guys at Gigaparts about 3D printing. But as of now, I don't have a good way to mount this thing in the car yet. So after talking to you yesterday, now I have plans to say, okay, I'll do that. But the amp I have is still just UHF.
Correct.
So if you've
So
got a
you really need like 2 duplexers for that. So you would take like the VHF side of the duplexer, 2 duplexers and tie them together, and then feed the UHF side through the radio.
Yes.
This way you get 1 input, 1 output. You can do that. That'll work with that older UHF model.
Or I mean, just use it on UHF.
There's very little. Yeah, there's very little UHF DMR. VHF DMR anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah, but I was going to use it. Analog. So
right.
I mean, you like your TDMA amplifier that's coming out. Will it do analog also?
Sure.
So it'll work.
It does all modes.
So it'll.
I mean, the difference between.
Well, if it'll do analog, it'll do D-Star and Fusion.
Totally.
There's nothing different. The difference between DMR and everything else is that DMR is TDMA.
Right. And part of the protocol is the rise and fall of the carrier.
Right.
So you have to have something that like can switch the output relay. It's not really a physical relay. It's a transistorized relay, but
yeah.
You need to be able to switch very fast. Six times a second, for instance. You be able to switch very, very fast with no latency whatsoever. So,
right.
So that's why so that's what these amplifiers are capable of.
So your dual band amplifier would work well with your dual band analog tablet.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
So I've got to put you. So if I'll remind you tomorrow to not forget your mom's anniversary, and then
parents.
Your parents' anniversary.
Yeah, my dad's K2 ACM, by the way.
K2 ACM. He's up. They're in upstate New York.
Not that far up. They're about a half hour north of the city.
North of the city, though. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's see. Where is the mask? Everybody's asking. Where's the masks at? We've got our masks. They're in the house.
You don't see the masks on us?
Yeah. No. Our masks are green, so they're see-through. There you go. That's my new thing. From now on, I'll wear a mask that's green. It's see-through. You can't see it because it's green. The green screen, green mask. It's on right now. You just can't see it. Oh, gosh. So, is that your phone?
Yeah, people keep calling me.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, no, he says, no, I put it on my channel. Okay. Life at Terminal Velocity. Let's go find that real quick. Boom. I'm going to go find your YouTube channel. Velocity. Hopefully there it is. Yeah, there's his jumps right there.
Nice.
Cool. Well, then, he's got his call sign in that one. N9EM. 2020, working 146.52 over Angola, Indiana radio jump. So let's let me do this here. Nope.
Nope.
Let me do, I think I can do it this way. I don't know if I can do it that way or not. No, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it right now. So I'd have to adjust screen cap, display. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it that way. And kill that and go. Now, it's going to cut us off a little bit. We'll transition back here in a second. So here's a life at terminal velocity. So 115 subscribers, dude. So you want to put it on your channel, go for it. But if you want me to put it on my channel, then we're gonna have to work something out with that. So, but that's it. Hey, check that out. I don't have the sound playing right now. Let's go.
Ah!
W2CYK calling CQ and listening.
Oh, come on.
115 subscribers, dude. So you want to put it on your channel, go for it. If you want me to put it on my channel. Oh, I know why it's doing, because I've got 3 YouTube tabs playing right now. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me go mute that. Mute that. Go back here.
Oh, which one is that one?
Which one? Oh, that's the
The
youth on the
special
air.
event?
That's the youth on the air.
Oh, where are they operating?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
I've got that on fast speed. No, I don't. Why is it doing that? I don't have it on fast speed. I have it on normal playback speed. He's got.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know. There it is. Check that out.
And let's get back to VFO-A. Come on.
Oh, that is
All right.
funny.
Isn't that funny?
Kilo Delta Niner, Oscar Lima November. Kilo Delta Niner, Oscar Lima November. Calling CQ, 6,400 feet above Angola, Indiana. CQ, CQ, CQ. 14652, CQ, CQ, CQ.
I hope you guys can hear that.
November 9, 89.
All
He's
right.
made a pile up. He's got a pile up on FM.
Yeah. Yeah, file up on FM.
N9OLN, KD9OLN, KB9QG called.
B9QG and Station Prior. Got you 5-9 both at 6,000 feet above Angola, Indiana. Thank you for the QSO.
So you gotta have the V1 on there next time.
KB9QG clear. RDX.
Wow.
Whiskey X-ray 8, Sierra, Juliet.
Juliet. Sierra Juliet got you 5'9", 5,600 feet above Angola, Indiana. KD9.
Oh, he's got the altimeter on his.
Oh, that's funny.
That's how he's doing it.
X-ray 8, Sierra, Juliet, Charlie.
It's like me when I'm scuba diving. I'm always looking at the computer.
Right.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, that's great. Hey, that's fun, man. That's really
But
fun.
I can't use a radio underwater.
No, you wouldn't be able to use a radio underwater. All right.
Have you ever seen my underwater picture? I know my dry suit picture on my QRZ page. It's pretty funny.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. That's pretty fun, man. That is pretty fun. I'm gonna have to go check that out.
I just don't get it. The plane's fine.
Right. Yeah,
What is wrong with the
What's
plane?
wrong with the plane?
What is wrong with the plane?
I'm not quite ready to drop $1,000 on a new radio right now, but when I do, I'm most certainly be taking it to skydive. It means, it appears to be my thing now. Yeah. So, well, think of it this way, man. It's $1,000, but it's $1,000 for the radio. It's not a radio. It's a radio plus a smartphone. It's meant to be a replacement for your existing smartphone. And some people don't want to replace their existing smartphone, and that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
some
okay.
people like iPhones or whatever.
Yeah, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But calling it a radio is kind of a misnomer because it's not meant to be a radio.
Well, it's not just a radio.
It's not just a radio.
Yeah.
It's a complete smartphone device that does everything that your Android that a regular Android phone will do. Plus, it has a two-way radio built into it for
And
analog
it never ever needs a code plug
Correct.
ever
Yeah.
for any reason.
Yeah.
Ever. No code
No
plugs.
code plug. So, it's all good stuff. So, okay. The best part is when the contacts mention wind noise. You got some wind noise. I wonder why.
Well, I'm approaching terminal velocity.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh.
I think he had his parachute out at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like it. Didn't look like he was falling that fast. I need a comparison video between the FT3DR and the RFinder B1. The only way you could do that is with analog. And that'd be a decent.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's really very much not apples to apples.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
So,
I mean, the FT3DR isn't DMR first of all.
right.
So.
Right, it's fusion. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why you would have to. The only way to compare those two radios would be between analog.
Right.
You'd have to compare it on VHF analog or UHF analog, something like that. Which would be
You can compare it against like one of the other, one of the Chinese DMR cell phone radios. Like a Ulefone or Box or something like that.
The Box chip or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yep.
You had one of those.
They're not even close. It's not even.
Yeah.
They're not even in the ballpark.
Well, I wanted to do a comparison video on it, but I guess you sent it back already.
No, I have one.
Which one's the one you told me yesterday sent back? That you said you had one, but you sent it back to him. S900 or something?
No, I still have the S900.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we were talking about something else.
Yeah, we were trying to make it work. We haven't totally given up, but it's anemic.
Yeah. Lisa asks, are you saying we can dump our phone service? No. You take your SIM card from your existing carrier, you put it in this device, and you dump your phone, not your phone service. You still need phone service, just like every other smartphone in the world needs phone service.
Of course it has a flashlight.
Okay. But does it have a flashlight? Just like every other Android device on the planet? Yes, it has a flashlight. Right there.
Yeah, Ryan, I know you're really sad about no code plugs. No code plugs ever. You just take your radio out anywhere on Earth, and it just works.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about it.
That's right. That's right.
I know you must be very, very sad about that, Ryan, and I don't blame you, quite frankly.
Yeah. All right, guys, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes now.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Man, that flew by like...
It goes fast.
Tempest Fugit.
Fast. When there's such a great chat conversation going on, as there normally is. You guys are great in the chat, by the way. Really, time gets away from you.
Yeah, we sucked, but they were great.
They were great. Yeah, the people in the chat were fantastic. So, good. So, okay, guys, I think I'm going to shut it down. Hopefully, some of you will be on the air this weekend for Field Day. Once again, we will be operating from North Texas as Kilo November 5 Tango Romeo, KN5TR. We will be probably, I'm thinking we'll probably be a 4 Alpha. I think we'll be a 4 Alpha, which Alpha calls this Field Day might be kind of rare. So,
yeah.
What? You see
no, I was saying hi to somebody, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lisa. We love it too. Woohoo! Let's see. What was it? Oh, look at that. We got a new hashtag.
No code plugs?
Hashtag no code plugs.
No code plugs, yeah.
No code plugs. Woo!
Woo! Yeah.
Everybody have a fantastic field day.
Yes.
Have a this
have
is
a great
actually
field day.
It's actually a treat for me. Not only just coming down and having field day with all y'all. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay. With all y'all down here in Texas, but for the last 8 years or so, I've been going to Friedrichshafen, and
right.
it's on field day
weekend.
weekend.
It's on field day weekend. That's right.
Is, except for 1 year, a couple of years ago.
Okay.
It was not on field day weekend, and I actually was able to go to field day, and it was great. This year, again, it was back on, but I can't go to Germany, so I get to go to field day. But and my normal field day has just absolutely fallen apart in New York. So at the Peconic Amateur Radio Club, and I'm lucky enough to come down here and enjoy field day with not just a bunch of crazy Texans,
right,
but at least 4 B1 users in one place. So that's
cool?
That's really cool.
Yeah, awesome. Hey guys, thank you very much for joining. If you're watching this video after the fact. We do lunchtime live streams every Wednesday. This was a special event. We won't be doing this normally during this time of day. Bob K6UDA is doing a live stream. He's in transition right now because he's moving out of California. They're looking for a place right now. They don't know where they're going yet quite. But
now, why would he move out of California? That's just crazy.
Because he's like-minded like you and I are.
Oh, okay.
So which begs the question, why is he in California in the first place?
No, hold on a minute. No, I don't want our California friends to be like alienated. I love California. Just
California's
so you know.
beautiful.
I love
Yeah.
California.
But
there are things I love about California.
Josh from the Ham Radio Crash Course even says, "Yeah, I'm in California, but it's crazy out here."
Yeah, no, but I went to Pacificon last fall.
Yes, yeah.
I had such a nice time.
Oh yeah,
I really had a nice time.
Northern California is beautiful. We took a drive up the Pacific Coast
Well, I happen
Highway.
to love San Francisco area. That's the Bay Area.
I like the San
general.
Jose area.
I like
the
San Diego
Jose.
too.
I've never been to San Diego. I've been everywhere in California.
I like
except San
Catalina.
Diego.
Catalina's nice. I like going scuba diving in Catalina.
There you
If anybody's ever done that, it's a real treat.
Yep.
And down at the Coronado Islands off of Tijuana, taking a boat out of San Diego and going scuba diving down there. That's really
cool.
nice. Yeah.
Really cool.
Actually, I have a pair of fins that still have a little nip out of the end of it. I had a sea lion come out and try to take my fin from me.
Nice.
So there's like a little nip out of
gosh.
it, out of the end of it.
Yeah. So we'll have to. What you have to do is record some video the next time you go scuba diving. And and then we can put that on another live stream upcoming.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. Yeah. You can't do radio underwater, but
No, but we can do the setup anyway.
yeah, yeah,
The setup's
yeah.
pretty wacky.
Yeah. So, all right, we're going to shut it off. Hey, guys.
Getting ready to do stupid human tricks.
Yeah. Good luck on Field Day this weekend. Look for us on the air. Don just said that 6 meters open again today, and we're
Field
hoping,
Day 2020. Woo!
We're hoping that 6 meters is open for Field Day this weekend.
Oh,
I just thought
fun?
about a flatbed trailer that I have access to, that maybe I could put my big, huge 5-element 6-meter beam that's in the backyard on my trailer and take it to Field Day. Let me go call that guy real quick. 73 guys.
What a great idea.
Thanks for watching today.
50.125. See you there.
Yeah, no doubt. So we'll catch you guys next time. 73.
73 is, man. Catch you guys later.